What impact did Jim Crow laws have on Civil War memorials? What impact did Jim Crow laws have on Civil War memorials? This question takes us into the heart of American history and the complex legacy of these monuments. Jim Crow laws enforced racial segregation and white supremacy in the South from the late 19th century into the mid-20th century. During this time, many Civil War memorials, particularly Confederate monuments, were erected. These memorials were not just about remembering the Civil War. They also served a political purpose. Most of these monuments were built between the years 1877 and 1920. Their creation coincided with the rise of Jim Crow laws, which aimed to reinforce racial hierarchies. Many of these memorials were funded by groups that wanted to legitimize segregation and disenfranchisement of black citizens. They were symbols of power for white Southerners and were intended to promote a future dominated by white supremacy. These monuments acted as public reminders of racial dominance. They intimidated black communities and discouraged their political participation, such as voting. Research indicates that in areas where Confederate monuments were placed, voter turnout among black residents decreased. At the same time, support for the segregationist Democratic Party grew. Moreover, these memorials are linked to a history of racial violence, including lynching. Counties with higher numbers of lynching victims often had more Confederate memorials. This connection suggests that these monuments were part of a broader system of racial terror aimed at suppressing black progress and maintaining white control. Civil War memorials from the Jim Crow era were not neutral markers of history. They were deeply intertwined with the racial politics of their time. Instead of simply honoring the past, they reinforced segregation and white supremacy. This legacy has made many of these monuments controversial symbols in today's discussions about race and memory. Understanding the impact of Jim Crow laws on Civil War memorials helps us see how history is remembered and commemorated. It highlights the importance of context when we look at these monuments today. The way we interpret these memorials reflects ongoing conversations about race, identity, and the legacy of the Civil War in America.